Now for years, websites like Fiverr and Upwork have offered talented freelancers a way to market and sell their creative skills to individuals and small businesses around the world. But now, with more of us working from home than ever before due to the coronavirus, more platforms are being launched which tap into that same market. Dubai's Mohanad Al Wadir has invested in one such platform called TalentsRoute, and he joins us now this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Mohanad. What made you want to invest in TalentsRoute?
Thank you very much, Ray. The reason I wanted to invest in TalentsRoute is because we detected a consumer and industry trend moving towards the digital world. So it was a conscious decision to start investing in digital platforms or fintech companies that have a promising future. And definitely TalentsRoute was one of them. It kept coming up in the radar. And after a very lengthy negotiation process with the founding team, we managed to acquire a stake in the platform.
I've myself hired people from Fiverr in the past, which is probably one of the best known brands, similar kind of brand out there. Why should we use TalentsRoute instead of more established brands? How do they compare in that sense?
Well, TalentsRoute is different because it caters for the Middle East region, at least for now. It focuses on the Arabic talent, which most of the other global platforms do not have. Obviously, it offers services to English speakers as well in terms of freelancers or companies. But I would say there are a lot of innovations, a lot of technological advancements that the team at TalentsRoute have introduced. And during myself and my team, during the negotiation process, they actually shared with us a lot of insights and a lot of unique selling points in the current platform and also future ideas that they have in the pipeline. And that was one of the reasons why we actually decided to invest in TalentsRoute.
Okay, so talk us through some of the types of freelancers that you have on the website. Why would I visit TalentsRoute and who would I potentially hire?
Before even the COVID-19, the reason we looked at it is because it was having a very steady and rapid growth in the number of freelancers attaching themselves with it from different backgrounds, be it people who have skills, for example, in writing skills, design skills, even digital design skills, all kinds of service providers were registering there. There are so many categories. And also it was getting a lot of momentum and traction from companies looking for affordable quality freelancers. And in the Middle East, this was a novelty. I mean, as you mentioned, some of the big names globally, they're leading. But in the Middle East, it seems that most of these companies are not paying attention to the Middle East. And that's why TalentsRoute had a unique proposition compared to these global players.
Obviously, we're all praying for a cure to the pandemic. We know that online companies have been succeeding and flourishing whilst it's been happening due to the lockdown. But what do you think will happen when life gets back to normal? Do you expect that you maybe will see the numbers decrease on this website?
I hope not, but I can tell you what happened during the pandemic, and then I can share with you my forecast for post-pandemic. The number of sales, or the percentage of sales, increased by 287% during the first 3 months of the pandemic. The freelancers percentage increased by almost 330%. Companies looking for services increased by almost 400%. And the completed orders at TalentsRoute increased by almost 350%. This shows you that there is a direct shift and need for such platforms. I also have a statistic from the International Labour Organization confirming that 1 out of 7 people lost their jobs or will be losing their jobs because of the pandemic. And a lot of people are actually realizing that the traditional way of getting their income in the past from a single source of income from their job or their company is no longer the right way post the pandemic. So we believe that more and more companies and more freelancers will be utilizing such platforms like TalentsRoute.
Now, you're known as an advocate for financial freedom. In fact, you wrote a book about it called Landlording, which is available online. How do you feel that websites like TalentsRoute actually fit into that? How could they help people create their own financial freedom?
Platforms like TalentsRoute will play a vital role in empowering people to achieve their financial freedom goals. because it focuses on allowing people to multiply their sources of income by monetizing their skills or experience, which is something that has become a reality now in the COVID or post-COVID reality that we're all witnessing all over the world. So platforms like this will allow anybody to monetize their experience, their skill. If they lost their job, or even if they still have their jobs, they can do this as a side gig where they can have a second or third source of income.
Mohamed, I think it's actually really innovative and a great thing for this region. So we commend you on being involved in something that's actually really quite exciting for freelance.